Hey guys, so you're probably wondering what am I cooking up today? Sorry, I am making raspberry preserves. For this recipe, I have here 2 pints of strawberries that I bought. I washed them, drained them, and I stuck them into the freezer until I was ready to do this. So we put them in the pot. Now that's in the pot, I have 2/3 cup of sugar, which I'm going to add in here. Then I have 1/8 of a teaspoon of salt. You know, salt is a flavor enhancer, so this will bring up the flavor of the fruit, as well as the lemon juice, which I have here, yeah, about 3 tablespoons of lemon juice. And the lemon juice, the function of the lemon juice in this is that it adds the acidic content that we need to develop the pectin in the fruit and to get that nice chewy, gooey taste that we like from jam. So this is a jam. It's not a jelly, so it will have the bits of fruit in there once it's cooked out. So now we have all the sugar melted and everything is starting to melt and come together and get cohesive. So I wanted to clarify something. So I said 2 pints of berries, but I don't know that it's really a pint. I just call it a pint. But I checked the container. It's really 2 6-ounce pints, which really is 12 ounces of berries. I'm really working on grams because, of course, we all know that's the most accurate way to cook, is the most accurate way to measure for cooking, for baking especially. So I'm using 340 grams of raspberries, which also works out to 12 ounces. And I'm using 120 grams of sugar, which when I measured it out, I used a 1/3 cup measure and I used about 2 of them, so it was about 2/3 of a cup of sugar. Now, I imagine you could add more sugar if you want it sweeter. I haven't tried it with more sugar, but if I do, I'll be sure to let you know. So we're just gonna wait for this to come to a boil and start reducing. And now maybe a good time to put the spoon in the freezer or the fridge. The spoon you're going to use to test this to see if it's the right viscosity. So it's been about 15 minutes later since we added all the ingredients and it melted, and I think we're getting somewhere. I can feel that it's getting thicker. You can see the thickness coming up on the sides. Scraping that down. I'm just gonna continue to stir here because I don't want it to burn. So I turned off the stove because it was starting to really bubble up a lot and I didn't want to burn the bottom while I check. And you see that it's not running off the spoon anymore. So I'm just gonna use a cold spoon to pick up on the back of the spoon. And then you're supposed to be able to just draw a line through it and it stays. I would say this took about 25 minutes to get to this point. From when we put the berries in and put the sugar in and it melted, I started from there and I set a timer. And of course I had to use my thermometer here and it was measuring 185. Let me turn it on again and see if I can get it back up there. Because with sugar, I have a candy thermometer here. If you can see that, I think that's a little bit better. You'll see the different sugar stages and the different temperatures. Okay, so for thread or about soft ball, which we want, it's about 240. just below that. So thread is at about 210. So that's also a good measure. I use my infrared so I don't have to wash the thermometer. Now the recipe I'm using didn't tell me the temperature. I just like to use my thermometer because I have it just to check to make sure I'm not overheating or I'm not turning it off too soon. But I don't think we want thread stage for jam. So I think this would be a good time to just turn it off and let it cool before it burns.